Hey guys, so if you don't know me, I'm Allie Fabre. First of all, just thank you for volunteering this Saturday for the Fall Festival. We could not do it without you, so we're really appreciative of that time that you're giving us. I just want to go over a few things to make sure that we're all on the same page and everyone is prepared for Saturday to run as smoothly as possible. So the event is in 2 days, probably one day by the time this is going out. It's Saturday, September 26th. The event is at 4:30 and it will go until 6:30 p.m. We will be there on site setting up at 2:30. Just if you end up a little bit early, we will be there. And it is at Wheeler Ferris Wheel. So if you have not been there before, it's pretty easy to find. It's in Oklahoma City. It's on Western, right off of I-40. So if you haven't been there before, maybe just look that up and check out where that is. Our event is open to all. Anybody that shows up can come and join us. There are going to be some roped off areas, but anybody can come in there. So just make sure that if anybody looks like they're not sure, to invite them in. We'll have some signs that say, come join us, free admission, things like that. But definitely invite people in if you see people kind of wondering. So first of all, I just want to talk to you about our layout at Wheeler. So let's take a look. We will have the courtyard, the pavilion, and the north lawn rented for our event. And up on stage in front of the pavilion, we're going to have a live musician and tons of areas to sit in the courtyard for people to hang out and eat food or watch music. Under the pavilion, that's that big white building, we're going to have a few things. That's where we'll have our kids activities for the kids corner if you have volunteered for that. We will have our giveaway under there and our benefit night ticket sales. We will also have a testimony wall with some testimonies from just people that have been through the ministry or have experienced coaching through Amazing Impact. And then over on the north lawn, we will have yard games, a little photo area for people to take pictures, like hay bales and pumpkins kind of set up. And we will also have all of our pop-up shops and food trucks out on that north lawn. Right in front of the white pavilion building, on the sidewalk, we are going to have an information table, and Richard and Gina Lynn are going to be there the whole time, just talking to people and sharing anything that comes up. They'll have a few fun activities there as well. And then our connection volunteers. Connection volunteers will be roaming around that whole area, just connecting with people that are at the event. So our main goals with having this event are to connect with the community, to connect with people. We want to increase our following on social media and newsletter, get people interested and involved in the nonprofit. One of the ways that we're hoping to do that is by building our committees. We have 3 different committees that people can be a part of and volunteer for. And so that is going to be on our connection cards, which this is one of the main ways that we are going to just be connecting with people on Saturday. If you're a connection volunteer, you will be handing these out to people. But hopefully most people have these in hand, so you should know what they look like and what they are. So here is a picture of our connection card. And on the front, you have a QR code, which if you're not familiar with these, most phones nowadays, if you just open your camera and hover it over that QR code, it is going to pull up a little window that you click on, and it opens a link to where we have connected the QR code to send you to. And in this case, the QR code is going to send you to our YouTube channel, and it has a brand new informational video about the nonprofit that we just released. And so we're really encouraging people to watch that, find out a little bit more about us, and just hear a really good snapshot of what we do as a nonprofit and why it's important. And then right underneath that, you see we have our social media tags and our website for people to check us out. Also, how to get in touch with Richard and Gina Lynn if they'd like to know more. And it has our mission statement there at the bottom, which is achieving greatness in life and relationships through coaching. And then on the back of that connection card, it has a specific call out on how to get involved in committees that we're building. And these are the 3 committees that we have right now. It's fundraising and events, finance, and marketing and PR. And it gives just a snapshot underneath each one of those of what kinds of responsibilities will be involved in those committees. So if that's something that sounds interesting to somebody that they have a talent in or an interest in, then they could potentially get involved on that committee. And the way that they would do that is to scan that QR code the same way that I talked about the one on the front. And that's going to pull up a form, a Google form, that they will be able to fill out with just a short survey to give us some information on how to contact them and what committee they would be interested in joining. So if anybody has any questions about that or needs some help, you guys will be able to kind of jump in and show them how to do that. Maybe even when you get there, test this out on your phone and just make sure that you've tried it yourself to be able to help somebody else. If you haven't used QR codes before, maybe just try it and make sure that you're familiar with doing that. Another way that we're going to be connecting with people is hosting a giveaway, and that's under the pavilion as well. We're giving away Ferris wheel tickets every 15 minutes. And there's 3 different ways that people can enter the giveaway. There is an entry card for each method of entry, I guess. So there's one that says I'm following on Instagram name, I'm following on Facebook is the second one, and their email address is the third one. And so this is a way to achieve that goal of building our following by encouraging people to follow us and enter this giveaway. So we are pulling Ferris wheel tickets every 15 minutes. So that's a big push people that direction. Hey, have you entered the giveaway yet? Did you know they're giving away Ferris wheel tickets? And this is how you can enter. You can enter up to 3 times, and that gives you better chances of getting pulled. And then at the end, we're actually going to do a couple grand prize drawings from that same pot of, I think we're doing like a pumpkin porch makeover. We'll have a bunch of different pumpkins there that we're gonna let the winner choose 10 of their favorite pumpkins to take home for their porch. And we also have a Fassler Hall gift card that we're gonna pull at the end. So if people don't like Ferris wheel, they still have some incentive to get involved in that. And then we also are doing connection volunteers, which I mentioned. If you are a connection volunteer, you'll be walking around, and your main goal is to just be very intentional about greeting people, connecting with them, approaching people, and handing these out and just saying, have you heard of Amazing Impact? Do you know what we do? And if they have, you can pursue a conversation about that. If you're comfortable, share testimony or a story of how you have been involved in Amazing Impact, why it matters to you. Definitely your goal is just to represent the nonprofit and just show people that we are glad that they're there. And then you'll be handing these cards out as well. But even if you're not a connection volunteer, you all are going to have that opportunity to connect with the community, people around you that you recognize. Make sure, you thank them for coming, and people that you don't recognize, make sure you introduce yourself and just see if they have any questions, and just, really be kind and connect with everybody around us. That is our main goal in this event. Okay, so check-in. When you guys get to the Ferris wheel, if you'll go under the pavilion, there is going to be a volunteer check-in table, and it will have a sign on it so you'll know exactly where it is. At that check-in table, we're going to have volunteer lanyards, so please go ahead and put one of those on so people know that you can help them. And then also we are going to have a sign-in sheet just so that we can kind of keep track of where everybody is. There's not going to be anybody manning that table, so that way if we're looking for somebody, we know if they're on the premises or not. Just sign in your name, and when you leave, you'll also sign out just so that we know that you're no longer there. Also, we are going to have all the materials that volunteers might need at that station. So every station is going to have a hand sanitizer for guests that you can offer hand sanitizer. At the yard game station and the giveaway station and Richard and Gina Lynn's information table will all have sanitizer to clean materials that guests are using. For the kids station, we won't need that because we have individual little baggies. Everything they need is in the bag, and they can take it home. And there's 2 different activities they can choose from. There's kind of an older kid, younger kid activity, so you can kind of encourage that way or this way. So this is like how to draw a spider web with the black paper and white crayon. Lots of fun. They can also just draw whatever they want, doesn't really matter. And then this is missing a plate, but it's a it's a pumpkin mask or puppet with a popsicle stick that they've got a glue stick in here. They can glue on the tissue papers and the face, and then the popsicle stick, and so they can make a little mask or puppet. So those are the 2 different activities. We won't need to sanitize anything with that because they just take it home or throw it away. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, we'll also have a cooler over there with water and an ice chest, so please help yourself. That's for volunteers and vendors. If you are doing vendor support, then that is where you will get the water to offer to vendors, and to just see if they need anything. Sometimes, you know, somebody might need a bathroom break and need somebody to watch their booth or something like that. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. Just please make sure to be there a little bit earlier than your shift. I'm going to be kind of everywhere, so if you need anything or have a question, you can certainly try to find me and snatch me. You can text me. I can't promise that I'll respond right away. Richard and Gina Lynn are going to be at that information table I talked about right on the sidewalk in front of the pavilion, so you can always go to them too. They may be able to help you. But if you could just try to be there a little bit early before your shift, that will help make sure that, you know, you get there on time and you can get all the materials you need. If you're second shift, then that means that the materials you need will already be at your location with somebody else. So just go, after you sign in and get your lanyard, go straight to that location and just swap the materials. They'll hand them off to you, and they will go check out. So yeah, I'm really glad that you guys have volunteered. It's going to make the day run a lot smoother and be a lot of fun. And so if you need anything, respond to this email, or you can text me. I put my phone number in this email. Go ahead and save that to your phone in case you need me on the day of. And yeah, I think that's everything I can think of. So sorry that we had to cancel the meeting. I'm sorry that, you know, that didn't work out, but this is good. I'm glad we were able to still get the information to you guys, and we're just excited to see you Saturday. So we'll see you then.